We are just starting our meeting today. So good morning everyone. Welcome to you all to this session presented by Skywatching Workshop and Slooh. I'm really honored to welcome you all to this online astronomy club training session in this pandemic days which compelled us to stay indoors. But staying indoors, we didn't forget to look after the sky from our backyard. We are facing different challenges while we are looking after the sky, like light pollutions, weather, proper equipment, and here this online astronomy club helps us to find the sky. On today's session, we are going to introduce Skywatching Workshop and Slooh Online Club, and we will show you how to operate this and what are the benefits. Today, we are glad to have our guest, Mr. Roos Klein. He is the Director of Slooh Education. And now I'm just handing over it to Mr. Roos. Thank you.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
For me, it's about midnight. So for me, it's good night. But it's good to see your faces. Welcome. It's good to see you all. Thank you for having me today. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to take a look at Slooh and everything that Slooh has to offer. We'll take a look at some telescopes and we'll take a look at some of our quests and hopefully have a little bit of fun this morning. So let's go ahead and jump right in. What we're looking at right now is a view through one of our telescopes. This is a telescope that's located off the coast of Africa. It's on the Canary Islands. So we call it the Canary 2 telescope. This is a live view of what is we're looking at right now on the Canary Islands. We can look ahead a little bit if we go to this button here. We can see what other people are looking at. It's currently evening over there, so the sun will be coming up soon, but this is what's in store for the rest of the night. Lots of different objects. We also have this telescope that we're looking at right now. This is, again, these are all live views. So live views. You can click here, we can see we're looking at something called the bow tie nebula. Now the bow tie nebula, this little nebula right here, and you can probably see where it got its name. It looks like a bow tie that you might wear to a party. This is a planetary nebula, which means that it's a star. Oh, and here we go, we're gonna get it back. It's a star that has reached the end of its life. A star like our sun. In about 4 billion years, our sun will look like this. We have a little bit of time though, we don't have to worry. So this is a planetary nebula, and we can see that right here. It tells us it's planetary nebula. It's located in the Milky Way, so this is actually in our galaxy. And it's actually in Cepheus, okay? This is the constellation that it's a part of. Now we have new missions every 5 minutes. So we're planning a new mission right here, but we're gonna jump over to our telescopes down in Chile right now. So we've been on the Canary Islands, but let's go look at what we're looking at in the country of Chile, over in South America. This is something called a globular cluster. So a globular cluster is a group of stars, old, very old stars. They're found on the outer edge of our galaxy. These globular clusters are held together by gravity. The stars all pull on each other. Again, it's in the Milky Way. And you can see down here, there's a little map. It shows you where it actually is in the sky. So as you learn the night sky, you can learn about these objects that we're looking at through our telescope. And you can see this is the telescope view right here that we're looking at over here. So the telescopes are beautiful and wonderful instruments, but we offer a lot more at Slooh than just telescopes. So let's go here, and I want to show you how to set up a mission. So we can actually plan our own missions using the telescopes. So maybe you guys could put into chat, what is your favorite planet other than Earth? Can't be Earth. What is your favorite planet? Do you have a favorite planet?
Sir, Jupiter.
Jupiter, okay, good. So we got a vote for Jupiter. We got one for Saturn in the chat. Okay, so Jupiter, Saturn. Anything else? Any other favorites? Mars, all right, cool. Well, let's take a look. With Slooh, you can pick your favorite planet. And as long as it's visible, you can plan a mission to it. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all visible. So we can actually plan a mission. So let's go to Jupiter. I'm going to hit preview mission. Now, even though we want to see Jupiter right now, it's actually not visible in the telescopes at this moment. So we have to plan our mission in advance. So you'd want to get a pen, and then you write down your mission, 2045 UTC. You're going to need to learn about UTC. It's how we keep track of time when you're an astronomer. But you keep track of that, and you'll also be sent an email reminder of your mission. So if we schedule this, I'm going to get an email. It's going to tell me my mission is about to run, and then I can go to the telescopes at the proper time. I can go to my telescopes right up here. I can go to Canary 4, and if I go there at the right time, my mission will be running. I will actually have planned a mission using these telescopes. Now, it's not going to run immediately because Jupiter's not visible at this very moment. Okay, so we have to wait. But we can also see other missions that are being planned. You can see Slooh plans missions for us to see really interesting things. Here's another planetary nebula that's forming right down here. You can see it here. This is something called Caldwell 22. It's found in the Andromeda constellation. So we can scroll down here and we can see where it is. Cassiopeia is right up here, and the Andromeda constellation is right down here. And we can take a look at what's happening in the telescope. And if you have an account with Slooh, you can take a picture at any moment. Click that, and you've taken a picture, and now that image is going to be saved to your photos. And I'm going to show you my photos right now, because I've got some good ones. So let's go to my photo hub. So these are the images that I've been collecting over the last couple of days. You can see the picture I just took is right here, Caldwell 22. Look at that one. I just took this picture. It's already there. That picture's pretty good, but I've got some even better pictures. Let me refresh this. Oh, there we go. Look at this one. This is called the Lagoon Nebula. Look at that image. That was taken with a telescope just the other night. We can see the details down here. August 29th at 2140 UTC, taken with the Canary 2. That's beautiful. This is something called an emission nebula. So there's a bunch of stars that are being born in here. And as they turn on, they bathe this gas with light, the ultraviolet radiation. It causes it to glow. This glow is mostly hydrogen gas in here. But this is a beautiful one. This is the Lagoon Nebula. Let's head back to my photos and see what else I've got. And then we'll go back to the telescopes. Oh, this one might be kind of exciting to see. We didn't get any votes for Venus, but this is Venus. The interesting thing about Venus is it has phases, just like the phases of the moon, because of its orientation to the sun and to us. This is really important. This is one of the ways that Galileo determined that the sun was the center of our solar system, not the Earth. So Venus actually has phases. You can only see them through a telescope. You can't see them with your eye. All right, let's see if there's anything else exciting. And if not, we'll head back to the telescopes and see what else is happening there. The images that you collect here, let's go to this one. Let's take a look at this. You'll like this one. This was the recent comet. So this was my image of Comet Neowise, which was in the sky a little while ago, about a month. This was what it looked like through the telescopes. So we can look at my mission, July 21st. Canary 3 was the telescope. So that's a really gorgeous image of the comet. Raise your hand if you saw it. Were you able to see the comet when it was in the sky? Was anyone able to see it? Anybody? Okay, we got a yup. All right, good. We got a nope. Couple of nopes. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yup. Nope. Yup. Nope. Well, now you have, whether you saw it or not. This is a picture of the actual comet from a telescope. You can even take a screenshot if you want. I'll leave it up for a moment. If you want to take a quick screenshot, you can take a screenshot of this and you can save it. Get a big old screenshot. Save that picture. That's a beautiful picture of the comet. This is a picture I took. I was on this mission. I was there and I took a picture when I saw it on the telescopes. All right, and here's the object. And let's head back to our telescopes and see what else is happening here. Let's go back to Canary 4. Let's go to Canary 4. Ooh, look at that. That's that planetary nebula we were looking at a little while ago. It's turned blue. What? What happens with a telescope is over time, the telescope collects light. And the more light it collects, the more data we get, and eventually we get color. All right, now our mission has switched. So we're no longer looking at that blue nebula. But that's okay. There's other exciting things to see. Let's go see what's happening on Canary 2. Ooh, a bright star. This should be exciting. Let's take a look and see what we're looking at here. All right, a very beautiful star field. You can make up your own constellations using this. You could connect the dots and make up your own constellation. The sky belongs to you. Just because we're stuck inside because of the pandemic doesn't mean the sky isn't still there and isn't still belong to us. You can make up your own constellations. Make up your own stories. Here we go, another same star field. Let's go and take a look. Let's see what's happening down in South America. Ooh, we're looking at a galaxy now. Let's see what it looks like. This is another galaxy. Ooh, that's awesome. Do you see the spiral shape? Do you see how it spirals? This galaxy has billions of stars in it. This is called Bennett 130. Not a very fancy name for this galaxy. What would you call it? You guys want to type a name in it? What would you name this galaxy if you could name it anything? What would you name it? Type it into the chat. Tell me what you'd name it. I'm going to type in the name I'm going to give it. I'm going to name it after my dog. That's my dog's name. I'm going to call it the Rigby Galaxy. What would you name this galaxy? This is a beautiful galaxy. I'm going to take a picture of it right now. What would you name that galaxy? You're going to name it after yourself? You could name it after yourself. You could name it after your mom and dad. You could name it after your favorite stuffed animal. You could name it after the city where you live. The stars belong to you. We get to look at them and enjoy the beauty of them. And with Slooh, you can enjoy this. You can't see this with your eyes. Good, yes. Very good name. You can't see this one with your eyes. You have to have a telescope. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There's the bright center. Probably a black hole in the center there. But it looks bright to us because all the stars are packed in together. Yes, it is a spiral galaxy. Spiral is a type of galaxy. Good, I like the names you guys are coming up with. Excellent. So it is a type of spiral galaxy. There are many, many spiral galaxies. We live in a spiral galaxy.
Yes.
The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. It looks something like this if we were to be able to get out of it, but we can't get out of the Milky Way. We're stuck inside.
Yes.
It's a nice image though. Our missions are 5 minutes long. So we'll look at an object for 5 minutes. We're collecting light. Collecting light so you can take images and the images get better and better over those 5 minutes. So it's better than our eyes. Our eyes can't do this. We can only look at something for a moment. But with a telescope, you can collect a lot of light. This light has been traveling to us for millions of years. This light is millions of years old. And we're just getting a chance to see it right now, which is pretty special, pretty amazing. You guys are right here with me. We're here together with Skywatching Workshop, getting to look at something pretty spectacular. Let's go to this telescope and see what's happening here. Ooh, another spiral galaxy. Let's see what this one looks like. We have to wait for the to load up. There must be some difficulties with this telescope. Doesn't look good. We're going to go somewhere else. Sometimes that happens. These are really expensive and sensitive telescopes, but sometimes sometimes they have issues. So that was an issue. Ooh, look at this one. You can see this is a planetary nebula. It's a big one. Okay? Or it appears big to us at least. This mission has just started, so we're just starting to collect light. We'll come back to it in just a moment. I want to show you something else on Slooh. And then we'll come back to the telescopes, I promise. So Slooh has telescopes, and you can come and look at it. It's unlimited.
Yes.
You can come and look at the telescopes whenever they're working. You could wake up every Sunday morning and go and look at the telescopes. You guys are so lucky. It's midnight for me right now to look at telescopes, but for you guys, it's 10 a.m. You're so lucky. You can also do quests. Quests are a way to learn about space in a step-by-step way. So this particular mission, oops, someone's drawing on the screen. This particular mission is to collect all of these objects. They're called the Messier objects. Look at them. They're beautiful. This one's a supernova. All right, don't draw on the screen. We got to erase that. Thank you. Awesome. This one right here is a supernova. Look at that. It's an old, this is a star that exploded. It's called the Crab Nebula. So cool. Here's a globular cluster of stars. Let's scroll down more. There's the Lagoon Nebula. We already looked at that one. Look at all these different objects. Oh, check this one out. The Eagle Nebula. It's called the Eagle Nebula, not because of this little shape, but because of the big shape. You might see the head of the eagle here, the wings. This is the Eagle Nebula. It's amazing. Again, the red color is hydrogen. The Swan Nebula, look at that. These are all pictures I captured using the telescopes. And now I'm using them to complete a quest. This one's absolutely fabulous. The Trifid Nebula. This is glowing because of the stars in here. There's big stars born in here, and they're hitting all this gas with ultraviolet radiation. And this over here is what's called a reflection nebula. And there's also some areas of gas that are blocking us from seeing the glow. These are called dark nebulae. So lots of stuff happening here. But you see, I'm still working on my quest. I haven't finished it yet. I've got other images to collect. But I'm having a lot of fun collecting these images. Ooh, the Andromeda Galaxy. Look at that. That's our nearest neighbor. Bigger than us. 1 trillion stars. And guess what? We're heading towards each other. We're going to collide. 3.5 billion years. We're going to hit this thing. But no, don't worry. It's not a big deal. Stars aren't going to smash into each other. This is the Andromeda Galaxy. This is our closest neighbor. Only a few million light years away. In 3.5 billion years, we're going to hit it. It's going to be amazing. We won't be here to see it, us. But maybe there will be humans to see it. I don't know. We can hope. Look at this beautiful galaxy. These are all images I've captured using Slooh telescopes. Oh, the Orion Nebula. Have you guys seen the Orion Nebula? You can see this one with your eye if you go outside and you find Orion, the constellation Orion. You can see this one. It's like a little glowing smudge in the sky. So our quests are ways that you can learn about space objects and have fun collecting images. Let's head back to the telescopes real quick and see what's going on. Let's see, telescopes, there we go. Let's go back to Canary 4. Let's see if we've got a little bit of a better view now. Let's see, yeah, it's not really coming through any better. Well, Betelgeuse. Have you guys ever heard of Betelgeuse, the star? Let's get a picture of that one. Betelgeuse, yeah. Betelgeuse is Orion's shoulder. It's a red supergiant. It's a big star, really big. If we put it in our solar system, it would reach out to Jupiter. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big star, beautiful. It's called Betelgeuse. You can take a picture of any of these that you want. You can come down here, you click on this, we can find out where it is in the sky. There it is. Orion's shoulder right here. The Orion Nebula was right down here that we were looking at earlier. And here's Orion's belt and his feet. Here's the ecliptic. This is the path that all the planets follow, and the sun as well. I want to show you some other stuff too. If you're interested in astronomy and you want to learn stuff, you can go to our guides. You can go to the galaxies right here. You can learn about all the galaxies. different types. You remember when we looked at a spiral galaxy? Let's check it out. We can learn about them. Oh boy, look at that picture. This is beautiful. This is the Andromeda Galaxy. We looked at this one a little bit ago. This is an Andromeda Galaxy. Someone has taken this picture and taken a bunch of images and stacked them together. Amazing. But it's all using Slooh's telescopes. But now you can come down here and you can learn about galaxies. You can learn about spiral galaxies here. You can click. You can find out about their classifications. You can do cool stuff. We can fly around and see it in a bit more detail. See what it looks like. And this is the Triangulum Galaxy. This is another real beautiful one. Amazing. All taken with Slooh telescopes. So these are our guides. This is where you come if you want to learn about things on your own. You can use the quests and you can use the guides. I want to show you one last thing, and that's the club. Have you used the club much? The club feature? Let's see if we can get back to it. Got to refresh my screen. Let's go back and see what's happening on Chile 2. Another star. I don't even know what star this is. I've never heard of it. But I do know it's in Aquarius. It's in the constellation Aquarius. That's a cool looking star. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of it. Find out where it is. That's what I like to do. I like to get on the Slooh, go look at the telescopes, and learn new things. And see the stars, see the planets, plan a mission. Let's do one more mission. Let's see. Let's go to Mars. Oh, wait, Venus. I'm going to go to Mars. Okay, preview the mission. Cool. Schedule it. Okay, I'm going to a mission to Mars later on. Now, I have to wait. I have to be patient. Saturn. Yes. We can't see these right now. They're not in the telescopes right now, unfortunately. But if you join Slooh with Skywatching Workshop, you can plan your own missions to these objects, and you can go and look at them all you want. Ah, this one's a nice one. You can see where it's what we're looking at here. A cluster of stars. Let's see what's happening on Canary 4. Oh, still looking at Betelgeuse. That's a good question. There isn't. There's no difference. This person right here planned this mission, and they might be watching it. Here's some other people who are on the mission with them. The difference is you get to pick what you want to look at. So if you want to see Saturn, you can plan a mission to Saturn, and then you can go to that mission. Now, if you miss it, it's okay. We'll take some pictures for you and put them into your photo hub. Okay, so if you plan a mission to Saturn, let's just do it. Let's plan a mission. Go to Saturn. Oh boy, 3 o'clock UTC. I'm going to schedule it, but if I'm asleep, the computer will take some pictures for me and it'll send those pictures to my photo hub. So you plan a mission to get something that you want to see. So if you want to see it, you plan the mission to it, you can go and see that object. But you can get on the live telescopes, it's unlimited. You can go and sit on the live telescopes all day long if you want. I do that sometimes. It's fun. It's wonderful. I wish my internet was better. See if we can get back to my photo hub. Only one mission at a time. Good question. Only one mission. So let me show you. Let's go to this telescope. Oh, beautiful. If we go to the Q, you can see the missions that are scheduled. So this mission has been scheduled. This mission, no one else can plan a mission here. So everybody who wants to see Darth Vader's galaxy, everybody who wants to see that joins this mission. But you can only plan one mission at a time to one place. Look at this. 47 Toucan. This is a Toucan constellation. Lots of people looking at that. So we can have more than one person on a mission, but you can only have one mission going at a time on all the different telescopes. But we have a lot of telescopes, so we can get a lot of missions in. Still looking at Messier 36 here. Yes, these telescopes are all live missions right now. So these are the live missions. I can't change the views right now though because they've already been planned. So you have to plan in advance. You know, every now and again you might come across a free spot, but let me just show you something. Let me show you something. So if I want to plan a mission, you can plan in advance. These are all the missions for tonight. But if we want to plan something for tomorrow night, you can see all these slots are open. I can plan a mission right here. See if there's, oh, no planets are visible at that time though. So I got to pick something else out. But I can go to the Lagoon Nebula or the Prawn Nebula. Let's go to the Unusual Nebula. Preview the mission and schedule it. And now I've planned my mission. So now when I go back here, you'll see my name. I've planned my mission. So we have plenty of missions that you can plan. We have never run out of mission slots. You can always plan a mission. And you get 5 missions at a time. You can plan 5 missions. There's Saturn. Let's see, 9 p.m. So that's 8 o'clock. So that's really early in the morning for you guys. But you could wake up early and come see these missions to Saturn. If you want to see Saturn. All right, let's head back here for a moment. I want to show you one last thing, and then I'm going to let you guys ask some questions if you have them. I got to wait for my internet to work. Come on, internet. All right. Let's go take a look at my missions I've got planned, and then I'll see if you guys have any questions. My internet is really acting up today. All right, well, let's go back to the telescopes, and I'll see if you guys have any questions for me. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Yes, I have two questions actually. Hello.
Yes. What's your first question?
Yeah, okay. So my first question was actually I'm a undergraduate student doing physics. So my first question was actually, you know, when in our university we used to like take pictures through like a apochromatic refractor. Okay. So when we used to take pictures, like we put our DSLR in it, and we had to wait for the we used to use some time to gather the light together. So like this telescope that we are using right now, so we are taking the picture from the camera sign right there. So can you like tell me like does it capture right at the moment, or it takes time to gather the light and does more clarity in it?
Yeah, so let me show you something, because you're asking a more advanced kind of question. So we're going to go to our Canary 2. This tells us a little bit more information about the actual the technical details, which sounds like you're interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that here's the camera. We're using a Finger Lake Instruments camera. Get a little bit of our, if you know a little bit about the CCD camera systems, this will tell you a little bit about that. Here are the filters that we're using on these. So applying different filters over time to collect the light in different ways. And here are the image specifications. Down below we have the mount and things like that. But if you're interested in the images and things like that, these are the specifications for that. And you can see, here's a little bit about the resolution that we're getting, about the binning, and then, just in general, here's the information about the telescope itself. And we have these for each of the telescopes that we have. So you can access this from each telescope. So, for instance, if we go to Chile 2, oh, there's Altair. Well, you get the same information by clicking this one. But you can see we have, different, this one actually gives you an image of the telescope itself, which is kind of cool to see. But it also gives you the same information about the scope itself, and you can see the different filters and things like that.
Okay. So like, for instance, let me just ask one thing. Like when we capture the photo, so does it capture at the right moment when we click, or like it stays to gather more light to make the image, give the image more clarity?
Gotcha. It's every time you click, it's going to take that image that you've clicked. You can wait, and it's going to gather more light. I think it's really effective, though, if you stay for the whole mission. You can collect images at the start, the middle, the end. You can stack those images together. So for instance, with this Betelgeuse image, I can take as many images as I want right here. Those are all going to be saved into my photo hub. So if we go back to my photo hub, hopefully it pops up again. I don't know why it wasn't popping up, but anyway, I don't know why it's not loading now, but well, my internet's been acting weird lately, so but yeah, you can take as many images as you want. You can collect. We start in mono, and as we collect over time, we can build up the color image. But we have to start in mono because there's just not enough light yet. So we are collecting over time and building up the image, so that by the end you're going to get a nice color image out of that. Let's see if there's an example here of this. Now, does your university work with FITS files at all?
I'm sorry, couldn't hear you.
Do you work with FITS files? Are you familiar with FITS?
Nope.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah,
then don't worry.
FITS files. Yeah, we work with FITS files.
Okay. So you can get FITS files for the missions you run here with an account that is an apprentice or higher level account. So if you're interested in FITS files, you would need to talk to Skywatching Workshop, and then we can work something out for you to get an account that has FITS files.
Okay.
But then you can do more analysis of the images using those files.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Sure.
Sir, how you finding the stars are in there in planets?
Well, the nice thing about it is the computer finds them for us. So there's a very sophisticated computer that knows where this star is at any moment. This is the star Altair. And it finds it, and then it tracks. It moves as the Earth spins. The star appears to move. It's actually us. We're the ones moving. Well, I mean, everything's moving, but we're moving, and the telescope has to follow that star. That's all done by a computer. With this mission setup tool, you just pick what you want to see, and the computer does the rest. So if you want to see a spiral galaxy, it's easy. You click on spiral galaxies. You wait for it to think a little bit. Computer is now thinking. Come on, computer. And then you pick your galaxy. If you want to see the Andromeda galaxy for yourself, the computer does all this for you. And now you know this is the best telescope to use and the best time to view it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, you can communicate. We have, and I don't know why it isn't loading. Let me log out for a moment and see if I can log back in. You know, I'm just going to do, yes, I'm going to do this. Okay. You can go over here to my AAA. This is Ask Astronomers Anything. So that's what AAA stands for. You want to read the guide, ask a question, questions to answer. Here's a question that's been submitted, and we would submit an answer to this. So what you do is you come and you look at these questions or submit your own question, and then you'll get an answer. So if you have a question about something, you can just ask away and you'll get an answer. Taking a little while to load, but there's a guide for it. Tells you a little bit about gravity points and badges as well. Image processing, there were some questions about that. This is all you need to know about processing. So if you're wondering about the images themselves, here's all the presets. Tells you, this might answer your questions a little bit better because it talks about the time, the exposure times. Any other questions?
Sir, I have another question. Sir, how many years want to search this planets and that stars?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. Can you,
Sir, how many years want to start the stars and planets to search?
how do you search for them?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can click right here, this little magnifying glass. Look for Mars or anything that you're interested in, and it'll take you to the guide on Mars. So if you want to search for something, you can use the search function, and it'll take you there. And here's a little image of Mars. You can see some of the dark markings, the lighter areas. You even get a little bit of the pole right there, it looks like. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
Why is Jupiter stormy? Yeah, good question. Let's go to
Thank you,
Jupiter's
sir.
guide. And I'll talk a little bit about Jupiter. Jupiter is, the outer part is made up entirely of gas, mostly hydrogen. Now, if you go further in, you're going to come to liquid hydrogen and then metallic hydrogen. And at the very center, there's a planetesimal, this planetesimal that started it all. But the reason it's so stormy is because it rotates very quickly. So on Earth, it takes us 24 hours, a little over 24 hours to rotate. Jupiter only takes 9 hours to rotate all the way around. This is an enormous planet. It's rotating very quickly. And that rotation causes the banding that you see here, the Coriolis effect, and it also causes the storms, which you can see there's the great red spot right there. That's an enormous storm. Our planet, 2 of our planets would fit in there. It's an enormous storm. Good question. The advanced membership states more control. Yes. Okay. So yeah, the student membership gives you access to the Slooh 1000. If you want more control, you'd have to get a more advanced membership. And that's something you would need to talk about with Skywatching Workshop. But we can help you do that, but we need to talk to Skywatching Workshop first. So check back in with us later on that. Okay, check back in with Skywatching Workshop. So yeah, we'll check in later. Let's go to star parties. Yeah, good question. Thank you. We have a lot of things called star parties here. It's where we celebrate space. And you have an opportunity to participate. So for instance, this is happening in a few days, well, about a month, I guess, the International Observe the Moon Night. You can see our astronomers are going to be there. You can join in using Zoom, or you can just watch it right here on the video screen in Slooh. We have tons of events all the time. You can see all these events. Here are our recent events. You can see we've star parties, all these star parties have happened in the past couple of weeks. All kinds of things you can get involved in and have some fun. Well, you have to join Slooh. Yeah, you can certainly join in. You'd have to join Skywatching Workshop first, and then join Skywatching Workshop, put you into Slooh, and then you can come to our star party section and join the star parties.
Yeah, really, it's an amazing platform to learn so many things about the
Yes,
sky. Yeah.
definitely.
So we are always
Well,
looking after all the young generations, not about the ages. Anyone can come down to this platform, sitting at your home, just want to know what is this Slooh, join this Slooh, come to this platform, use all the upgraded instruments which are having with Slooh, and just explore the sky. I think that's the wonderful platform which we are providing to all of them, those who have already joined to us today.
perfect, perfect. Well, thank you for having me today. It's been a blast.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I don't know, do you have more planned? I'm going to be checking out, but it's nice meeting all of you, and I hope to see you on Slooh soon.
Sure, Mr. Gloom. Yeah.
So thank you, Mr.
Yeah. Before you go, I have just last one question. Okay. So on my upcoming semester, right now I'm in third semester. So like I've seen my college syllabus. Like in sixth semester, we have a special paper on astronomy and astrophysics. So like for me, also like for taking pictures and visual astronomy also matters. Like for that. I was seeing that for the planets, while we were seeing that, we have picture of it like from far above. Like if I want to see like nearby surface or the craters, so can I just do that through like these telescopes?
You want to apply different filters? Is that what you said?
No, no, no. Actually, I was saying like for seeing, like take an example for seeing the craters of the moon. Okay, so can I just do that through these telescopes? Like zoom in for more and just can take a look at the surface and all.
Uh, you'd have to you'd have to plan a mission to the moon,
Okay.
and then you would have to you can't zoom in. You'd have to download your image and then crop it. You can zoom in once you downloaded the image, but you can't. The telescopes themselves don't zoom in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but we get the best images that we can, and then I think you can use those images in, download them, crop them, zoom in. They're high resolution images, so they're really great images, especially of the moon. The images we get of the moon are phenomenal, and then you could zoom in on any objects that you wanted to look at.
Yeah, actually, I was seeing that when you were showing the nebulous and all, I just saw the clarity of it without any light pollution and all. It was really great. That will be really helpful for me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
they're in good spots. The Canary Islands are dark, and Santiago, Chile, very dark. Both on the top of mountains. Good. They have good views, and yeah, it's good places for telescopes. So. Thank you. Good questions. Thank you very much. It was great meeting all of you. Have a wonderful day today.
Thanks to you for joining and give us a wonderful session. And we're
Yeah.
hoping that in future we will be having you more and more to learn about this platform.
Yeah. Well, if you join Slooh, you'll see me. I'm on a lot of the shows. So take care.
Yeah, thank
Have a
you.
great day. Nice meeting all of you.
Thank you and good night to you.
Good night.